Good evening, everybody. This is the Rico and Nico podcast. We got another episode, the third episode today. We're back here at the Nico headquarters. How you doing, Rico?
Man, your air is so dusty, it's got lint on the mic. I just wanted to just help you out with that, bro.
You wanna come at it from everybody again, just like you did in the She-Hulk post.
What? Bro, when the last time you was at the crib, you was literally like pulling lint off the mic. And I was like, yo, we can do that
Why
later.
don't you offer a solution?
All right, come on. What we talking about here?
All right, so me and the Rico, my hater, my number one hater over here, are having another podcast for you.
Hater,
right?
bro. I'm nothing but a congratulator and a motivator.
Congratulator and motivator.
I'm a congratulator,
motivator. I couldn't believe if you actually were a hater.
Goodness gracious.
Damn. we were gonna talk about what was it?
Don't even know the damn.
No, it was the. Remember, it was the.
Remember the time?
You know. Oh, yo, I remember. So, as you guys at home, probably you've been in romantic relationships with other individuals in the past, right? So we were on the previous podcast. We were talking about how
slow startup.
It's the little and then
hurry up and get to the crescendo, man. I don't even know what we're talking about. Get to the point, bro.
So I was saying that look, at the end of the day, sooner or later, like when your life ends, you're gonna have cheated. Everyone is going to cheat. Either you have cheated or you're going to cheat, but it just happens. And I don't mean emotional cheating. I mean just at least a little kiss. You know, a little kiss never killed nobody. So that's what I meant it as a joke, obviously.
Disclaimer.
That's why I'm laughing.
I do not support and or co-sign any of the foolishness. This young man, this is all Nico's repertoire.
That's the whole. This is
where Nico and Rico separate.
So tell me how that's right or wrong. What you think?
First of all, let's go ahead and acknowledge a logical fallacy. When you do anything, absolutely, all or whatever, you work with an absolute, you're already flawed. Everyone is not going to cheat. Not every single person is going to cheat. There might be a great deal of population, but that's first and foremost. That's the first and foremost, right?
Rounding up.
All right. First,
and 9 times out of 10, people are going to cheat.
I don't know about no 9 times out of 10. That's a whole bunch of bull. Okay. First of all, and then why'd you omit the idea about emotional? Most infidelity starts with the emotional investment. So before anyone physically cheats with someone, they emotionally cheat with someone. So they cross boundaries into other relationships, or unbeknownst to the person they're cheating with, they're overly invested. I see it a lot. I see men and women start taking a fancy to people because that person happens to be in it. That person might be unbeknownst to them, and they're engaged in a relationship with someone that is only on their end away from their significant other. Some people cheat on their significant others with recreation. So I seen, man, me and my girlfriend were laughing about this the other day.
Wait, what?
They cheat on their significant other with a recreation. So what they do is they substitute their time with their significant other with the gym, gambling, hanging out, doing something else.
Okay.
Listen, I'm just making a point. But that's when people don't pick a person. But sometimes people pick a person. I've seen people that they relate this relatability. Oh man, you're into that? Yeah, I'm into that too. They start hitting it off and whatever, and then they start engaging in an emotional relationship that might lead to something else. So don't omit emotional relationships, because that's where a lot of it starts. It's not just paying for a escort and going out or going to a strip club and doing something stupid or calling an ex-girlfriend and whatever. It's not always that. But as far as the idea that a majority or all people are going to cheat in some way, I don't think that's accurate, bro, at all. I don't think that's accurate. Now
I'm gonna take that as that you don't agree.
I don't agree. But now I will say people transition. I think when people are unhappy in certain relationships, they start moonlighting and start looking for something to preoccupy the time or transition to, like a job. People don't quit a job.
I mean, obviously, when you do it, and I heard this firsthand. I was actually told this. when people do that is because obviously they're lacking something.
Yeah.
In their relationship.
Yeah. So that's naturally, like, some people do cheat off of impulse. They have everything they want, but then something is lacking with them. They feel like they need something else. Okay. But most people would probably do cheat in some way because there's something lacking in a relationship. And instead of fighting to implement in their relationship or finding a relationship or rekindling their relationship, it's just easier to find it because someone else is providing it. They might not know they're providing it. They might be providing on purpose to entice that individual. It's hard to tell. True. But I don't think everybody is ever going to cheat. I know for me personally, I have never cheated on someone intentionally. And or unintentionally for my knowledge.
I was going to say what?
Now,
how do you cheat on?
Now I have encountered someone who told me that I was cheating on them, and I was like, "How you figure that?" No, because they assumed.
I've always been told that.
No, because they assumed that our relationship timeline overlapped, and I had to make it very clear to them because I keep record of everything. When she and I stopped talking clearly, and I broke it off. There was a 2-month lull period before I started another relationship, which I shouldn't have started. When I think about it, I was in no place to be interested in another relationship, about to be a father and all that. I should have did all that. But what happened was that individual found out I was in a new relationship. They were upset with me. They accused me of cheating. Well, I get from their perspective.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I understand from their perspective. They thought I was cheating. I can't.
It looks like it 100%, I can't but it didn't.
Yeah, because people understand like, oh, you had to be sowing the seeds of that, yada yada yada. No, absolutely not. I wasn't even aware of this person until a month a month after I broke up with you. Then I met this person.
I broke this one thing off, right? And then whatever, we're not talking anymore. So after that day, I met another girl I really liked. Mm-hmm. No kidding, not even a week later.
Oh, okay.
Like right then and there. And I was always, oh, you be cheating, you this, you that. I'm like, no, like I promise you, I was not. That was just the timing.
It looks like it. But they don't know. They have no idea. They don't know. You might have known that person. You might have literally just met that person, like you said, right then. Or but
you gotta understand the doubt because it's a little unlikely. There's a little bit of doubt, but usually when that does happen, it was because some cheating was going on.
Maybe. So, but my thing is like this: as long as I do or what's rightful, if you break it off and be like, hey, we're done, and I then engage in another relationship, I don't care what you say. Oh, you must have been cheating on me. Okay.
Okay, well, you don't have no proof, no nothing.
I don't even care about the proof. If I was cheating, if a person was cheating and you're cheating, okay, then it sucks. And it was what it was. But if that person broke off the relationship with you, anything after the fact is after the fact. Hey, what do you're gonna rekindle the relationship? You're gonna get back together?
Well, technically it's true. It looks bad, but it's true.
Yeah, but I don't care what you think and or feel about if you thought I was cheating on you. If I wasn't cheating on you, I know I wasn't cheating on you. I don't care how you view it, how you think about it. That relationship is over. And that's what I pretty much said in that situation. I'm just like, well, we weren't even dating. We weren't official. We were just,
kicking it.
So I'm like, so I ended our kicking at this moment. 2 months later, I started entertaining. I wasn't even kicking. I was entertaining a real relationship.
You weren't kicking. You're just a little.
No, I entertained a whole other relationship afterward. Yeah, so
not kicking, just tickling, right?
So now I was like, okay, and I know she was upset, but back at that moment, I was completely detached and I did not care. I was like, no, wasn't cheating on you. I don't owe you an explanation, but I broke it down for her. I'm like, we ended here. Here's the text where we ended, and I made it clear. And 2 months later, look at the Facebook post. Even though I didn't block you on Facebook, but I didn't friend you on Facebook, but I'm public. You can see when this started.
Post and don't post.
Yeah, like here you go.
The reason I was saying that is that I think that we're humans and we're flawed.
Okay. And this is an ethical position, but okay, go ahead.
No, I'm just explaining my reasoning as to why I think that. Some of you may say it's negative. Some of you may say it's realistic. Mm-hmm. That's all right. I just think that we're humans. We make mistakes. We make many mistakes. And I'm not saying, oh, everyone is a cheater or everyone will be a cheater at some point. No, I'm just saying
you have the potential.
Even at least once, just a little dumb little thing sooner or later will happen. I'm not saying, oh, you're gonna have a full-blown relationship, you're gonna have booty, but no, that's not what I'm saying. You're gonna have like these booty calls or these trips with somebody else, or no, that's not what I'm saying. Just a little slip up sooner or later will happen. If you have a long-term relationship, if you have smaller kind of 2
You know
year
what?
relationships,
This is what I'll say.
That's kind of how
this
I
is what
see
I'll
it.
say. I'll say it because we are flawed. I will say that
It's like saying you're never gonna lie.
It's quite potential that we all have the potential of being tempted. Situations will arise. Decisions will be made. I'll say that. I'll say that quite potentially, depending on how long you live, because you might get people who got married in a relationship, got married and died, didn't have the opportunity to be tempted. So they didn't.
No, yeah, okay.
But I would say because of our nature, I don't believe humans are naturally monogamous. I think that we're like the rest of creatures. We're territorial. We want to protect what we have in our territory.
The whole monogamy thing is a cultural thing.
Yeah, it's a cultural construct, and it has financial and political ramifications as well. But my thing is like this: when you feel like you possess someone else, to the point where you have monogamy, the one thing you're doing is you're protecting your interests. I don't want to be exposed to someone else that I don't choose, whether it be health wise or
if you're not okay with it, you're not okay with it. But you gotta know then.
Yeah, that's why now I'm seeing a big push in the ethical non-monogamous poly world and whatnot, where everybody's ethical. Everybody's ethical.
That's too much. Them just outbreak monkeys. I'm not cool with that. That's too much.
I think they're basically saying it's called ethical non-monogamy. So we're cool and we're upfront and truthful with each other. It's just that they're each other. There's multiple people. Okay, that has been practiced
as long as everyone consents to it,
and everybody's safe.
Everybody's safe.
Yeah.
Hey, go do your thing. It's fine.
Now, when it comes to the monikers of alpha and betas and those and sigmas and all those type of heads and the people who's leading and people who's following, that's when things get a little hairy.
Oh, I know what you mean.
But
it's like a category of the game. It's like being a fan of some club, like it's weird.
But that's all different things. But like as far as like cheat, you only can cheat you only are able to cheat on a person if you're doing something that they're not aware of and it would hurt them. If you have a monogamous relationship and you act outside of that, you act outside of those boundaries intentionally or something like that, then you cheat. But if you have an open relationship, as long as you can do what you're gonna do.
I mean, of course, I'm not counting open relationships. I'm counting.
Yeah, so it
just depends, formal. You go, you see mama.
You can only cheat. You're going to cheat if the construct of your relationship warrants it. That's the difference between moral, immoral, and amoral.
And also, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, I'm gonna cheat all I want, and whoever girl whatever girl I'm with can. No, I mean, no, it's not what I mean. Obviously, It's just that I mean. Even the little slightest slip up you're going to have, that's my opinion. But if you've been cheating on every relationship, if you go out to the club and
you don't respect relationships.
That's just a straight up disrespect. But if you have a slip up, like I'm not gonna give you, if it's in my current relationship, no, I'm not cool with that. But if it's in the past,
you kind of sound like you petitioning, but okay, go ahead.
I don't know what that word means. But if it's like beforehand, like I'm not gonna be like, you're a human. That's what you are. I mean, if you're doing a micro relationship, I mean, that's gonna be a no for me. But I mean, I'm not gonna.
Also, would you entertain a woman who's cheated on past relationships? Is there a valid reason to
on a past relationship?
Yeah.
We're not saints, bro. We're gonna make mistakes.
Okay,
we will make mistakes.
I'm gonna say
we will lie.
I'm gonna say something.
We will be irresponsible. You can do something that can kill somebody. That's a mistake. Every day when you're out in the road, you're late for work, and you're driving way faster than you should. That's bad. That can kill someone.
Can we pull back? Can we pull back?
I'm just saying, we're humans. Man.
Listen,
it's okay.
You said you would be willing to pardon a past your significant other's past infidelity. But she had one. What if she had three?
No, and that's what I'm saying.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
Answer the
question. There's levels to this.
Answer the question.
I'm not gonna be with a pro. Is what I'm saying.
All right.
I'm gonna be with.
So listen, she had one past infidelity, right?
Yeah.
You okay with that?
I'm all right with that.
Okay, but you don't even want to know that. You probably wouldn't even want to know the details of how it came about. Like it's a difference between a slip up and a full on.
What do you want to hear details for, bro? It's probably a lie.
Okay, you say that. Listen,
no, give me a comeback. It's a podcast.
I'm gonna give you a comeback.
This is how we make.
I'm gonna give you a rebuttal.
Not money, but
my thing is like this. So, like you said, there's levels. If a woman was to tell me I had a slip up, an ex. I was dating somebody, but my ex came around and we had history, yada yada. I slipped up, got drunk, whatever. Whatever. I was unhappy and I had a slip up, right? Like, oh, okay, that's one thing. If she told me no, he cheated on me, I went for revenge. Okay. Or, and this is a big thing for me personally, if you facilitate someone cheating, basically like saying like, okay, a dude who was with somebody, was going to be, you were going to facilitate his ability to cheat on his significant other. And you were like, well, it ain't me. I'm
the home wrecker, basically.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. I learned a valuable lesson from that. Having history with someone made me pardon that. But when I look back at it now, 2020, that was one of the biggest red flags that I should have definitely handed to. One, how you.
Oh, you're saying you met a girl and then she was the one who facilitated the cheating. Okay, I get it.
So my thing is like this. When I look back at what was disclosed to me, I should have never entertained a relationship with that person. Because one, the way you treat someone in a relationship, especially if you treat them unfairly and they don't deserve it, that says a lot about your character or where you are.
Would she have still done it now? Or when you guys were dating, would she still do that again?
Well, it depends. I never let it go that far, but there were other things I encountered. And then, so my thing is like this: seeing how you're willing to treat someone that doesn't deserve it. If you're willing to treat someone badly because you're upset, that's one red flag I should never ignore. Two, I should have never ignored the idea of you facilitating someone cheating. And especially what makes it worse is that if you used to have the ethical high ground that cheating was one of the worst things you could ever do, and then you facilitate cheating because you wanted to.
Oh, that's different. Not just straight up.
Yeah, but see,
that's ridiculous.
Where I made my mistake is because I let history with this individual override my good judgment of their ethical character. The person I used to know and the person I know now were completely separate people. In my foolish thinking, I'm dating someone new. The person I'm dating new may not have done those things in the past. They're now someone new, but they weren't the person ethically they were at the beginning who would have never done those things. So I should never entertain that person in that regard.
See, you're too judgy. It's too much. It's too much like analyzing it, bro. Everybody's gonna make mistakes, bro. You're not gonna meet.
You know what?
A girl that's like, ooh,
you know what?
This and that.
Next time
if you marry, you're not gonna want to be with her.
The next time you go out there running in the field.
I've never heard that way of calling it before.
The next time you out there running the field, no, out there in the soccer field, you out there running the grass.
Like literally.
Yeah, when you out there running the field, you hear click, and you realize you done stepped in the landmine. I'm gonna look over at you and be like, man, we all make mistakes.
Different because I didn't even.
Yeah, you didn't even know.
That was literally a horrible example.
You're right. You know, they didn't even know. But click, there's a landmine in your foot. Now we want what you want to do. You're all like, oh man, you know, in hindsight, I shouldn't have came out here today.
That's different because I didn't know the field.
And I'll be like, look, hey, you see that sign that says landmine right there? I was gonna read it. I saw it there, but I just went past it. I ran this field before. Just because you hit a landmine before doesn't mean it wasn't a landmine.
So judgment. There's no perfect person. All right.
There's no perfect person.
Person. Let us know down below how many times you cheated, what it was like. Did you regret it?
I don't want to know how many times you cheated.
No, it's a joke, but no one's gonna.
You and these jokes.
No one's gonna comment on it anyway. Even if we had a bunch of views. And if they do their trolls, and they're gonna lie, so it's fine. It's just a little joke.
Because you had your problems with that early.
Just so y'all know when. Oh yeah, when at the end of the video,
yeah.
You're too strict, bro.
Like,
you gotta loosen up, bro.
Subscribe, share, and comment.
Yeah, just keep watching us. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Rico, for this podcast.
When we get,
we'll see you.
Hopefully we don't have to be like Kevin Samuels to do this for 3 years before we start getting traction. Maybe we should have Andrew Tate on.
That's the big
we gotta do something.
We gotta do something because this is.
Hey, we appreciate you guys.
We gotta have those thumbnails. Those thumbnails that are like, oh, podcast recording gone wrong, and then we're like, no,
yeah,
like
we gotta start. Right? Yeah, we gotta start like fishing people and and misdirect you.
Hey, I'm sorry, man. These bills gotta get paid.
Yeah, and you know, and I don't believe in that. I like giving you guys straight, real, raw, and fat. We're gonna go with that. All right, you guys. All right, next time.